Juliette may have survived the fire, but someone has found a new way to keep her trapped. This time, the prison is not the silo. It is her own memory. Season 3 opened 3 months after Juliette returned, and from the outside, her life looks completely different. She is now the mayor, the symbol everyone is expected to trust, and the person being used to prove that the silo can survive another crisis. But behind that image, Robert and Camille Sims are quietly controlling her with memory suppressants. They removed Bernard, took control of the system, and now they are using Juliette's name while making sure she cannot remember enough to challenge them. That is why episode 2 could become much more important than it first appears. Juliette is already noticing small cracks in the story she has been given. She remembers pieces of Bernard, the airlock, and the events surrounding her return, but the memories do not fit together. Sims and Camille may believe confusion will keep her harmless, but Juliette has never been someone who ignores a broken system. Once she realizes the problem is inside her own mind, she will begin investigating herself the same way she investigates a machine. The official setup for episode 2 says Billings will investigate a disappearance, and Lukas is still the most obvious possibility. Lukas learned too much about the legacy, the algorithm, and the safeguard before he vanished. If Billings starts asking questions, he may discover that the new leadership is hiding more than one person. He has always believed in rules, but the last seasons taught him that the people writing those rules are often the ones using them to hide the truth. That could place Billings in direct conflict with Sims. Robert needs order, but Billings may begin to understand that this new version of order is built on fear, missing people, and Juliette's damaged memory. If his investigation leads toward Lukas, medicine supplies, or someone inside Judicial, episode 2 could be the first time the new regime starts losing control. The outsiders also remain suspicious. Their attacks and the fear surrounding them may be real, but they are also extremely useful for Sims and Camille. A frightened population does not ask questions about its leaders. It only asks for protection. If the outsiders are being manipulated or secretly connected to Judicial, then their purpose may be to create enough chaos that nobody notices what is happening to Juliette. But the Before Time storyline could reveal that the memory drugs are part of something much older. Daniel Keene's sister Charlotte returned from a mysterious mission over Iran after a strange, dark substance entered her aircraft. When Daniel reached her, she did not recognize him. That moment mirrors Juliette's condition too closely to be accidental. It suggests that memory control may not be a side effect of life inside the silo. It may be one of the original technologies that made the entire project possible. Episode 2 is titled It's All Good, which feels deliberately false. Nothing is good. Juliette is being controlled, people are disappearing, and Daniel is moving closer to the truth about Charlotte. His confrontation with a journalist may force him to choose between protecting his career and exposing what happened during that mission. If Helen has evidence connecting Charlotte's condition to a larger government program, then Daniel may become one of the first people to discover the idea that later created the silos. That possibility changes the entire meaning of the story. Maybe the silos were never designed only as shelters. Maybe they were created as controlled societies where knowledge, behavior, and memory could all be managed. The legacy controls the past, the algorithm controls information, the safeguard controls survival, and the drugs control identity itself. My biggest prediction is that episode 2 will connect Billings' investigation with Juliette's missing memories. He may discover that someone was removed because they knew too much, while Juliette notices that the medicine she is being given is making her weaker and more confused. The moment she stops taking it could be the moment everything starts returning. And once Juliette remembers what Sims and Camille did, being mayor will become dangerous for them instead of useful. Because they may control her office, her medication, and the story being told to the silo. But they still do not understand Juliette. She does not need every memory to know when something is broken. What do you think episode 2 is setting up? Is Billings searching for Lukas? Are the outsiders being used by Judicial? And is Charlotte's condition connected to the same memory technology controlling Juliette? Let me know your theories in the comments. See you in the next video.